Hello, this is Mrs. Houston, and this is a little lesson on complementary and supplementary angles and the work that you're going to do after that. So you should see the paper here that says complementary and supplementary angles. So the complementary angles are two angle measures that add up to 90 degrees. Okay, one way that I remember that is the C from complementary. You can make into a 9 or 90 degrees. All right, so here are three examples. As you notice, they don't have to necessarily be adjacent angles like this first one here, but 30 plus 60 makes 90. These two are across from each other, but 45 plus 45 makes 90. And these are two angles in a triangle, but if you add them together, you get 90. So any two angle measures that add up to 90, they are complementary. I'm going to move down a little bit now. Feel free to pause the video at any time or go back if you need to see that again. Next, we're going to talk about supplementary angles. Okay, and supplementary angles add up to 180 degrees. And you can see the three examples here. With supplementary, if you notice the S, you can make into an 8 for 180 degrees. It's a little trick I have. So here they're on a straight line, but 125 plus 55 makes 180. These two are across from each other, but they're both 90 degrees. Remember that little box means 90, so 90 plus 90 equals 180. And then here, they're two separate angles. They're not adjacent, they're separate, but when you add 152 plus 28, you get 180 degrees. Okay, so the activity that I want you guys to work on today in your group is this, complementary and supplementary angles, okay? So first, read the directions. It says, using the digits 0 to 9, at most one time each, fill in the boxes to create supplementary and complementary angles where the measures of each pair of angles are as close together as possible. Okay, so I first want to talk to you about some supplies. You can get a calculator if it's not already back there, and I should have had little strips of paper that have the digits, and you can cut those up and use them to move around. You can use the whiteboards to work on this, because this is kind of something that you're going to be guessing and checking and doing some different things. So first, just focus on using the digits 0 to 9 at most one time each. So if you use 9 here, oopsie, sorry, let me get my pen. If you use 9 here, you can't then use a 9 over here because you already used 9 once, okay? So you use them one time, and we're going to try to make supplementary and complementary angles. All right, the first thing I'm going to do here is add something on. I know that I want these two to add up to 180 because it says supplementary, and these two need to add up to 90 because it says complementary. Okay, so what I want you to do is just start testing out some numbers, see what works, what doesn't work, try to learn from each attempt. What could you do new next time? And try to write down those strategies or those tricks that you used while you're doing it, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is, well, I already told you, only use each number once, but let's say we started with the number 123. Okay, notice I just went in order. I did skip the 0, but I put 1, 2, 3. Okay, if I have 123 and I want these two to add up to 180, I have to do a little bit of math. Okay, so this is where you'll want your calculator. Notice I pulled this one up over here. So if the sum has to be 180 and I already have 123, I'm going to subtract, and I get 57. All right, so I could put 57 in here. All right. Now, though, I cannot use the numbers. I'm going to use my calculator. I can't use 1, 2, 3, 5, or 7. Okay, so the next one I'm seeing there is a 4. So I'm going to go ahead and use the 4. What if I put a 4 here and then a 6? Okay, I'm going to use 46. And I need 46 plus something to equal 90. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go ahead and use my calculator. Clear. 90 minus 46 equals 44. Ah. All right. Do you guys see the problem there? I'm hoping that you do. And we can't use the digit 4 2 more times. So in this case, this one doesn't work because I have 3 4s. You can only have 1 4. All right, so that means that those numbers do not work. You need to try something different. All right, have fun with that and make sure to record all the answers that work and record any strategies that you use when you're trying to complete that.